It's hockey night in Bloomington, and Jaguar girls hockey is on the air. Welcome to the State of Hockey, and welcome to the Essentia Health Sports Center in Brainerd, Minnesota, where tonight the Jefferson Jaguars will visit the Warriors from Brainerd and Little Falls High School in an up-north matchup. With cameraman Johnny Rash, broadcast partner Jason Knutson, I'm Kurt Krenz. And Jason, this is our first game being able to broadcast the varsity team this year. I'm excited about it. We're here on the first leg of our out-of-town trip. It's going to be a fun one tonight.
Yeah, like you said, we had a slow start because we had BEC TV broadcasting, and then we were at a couple of rinks where they didn't allow us to broadcast the varsity game because they had crews in the building that wanted to do the exclusive broadcast. So our first broadcast is live here in Brainerd on a beautiful Friday night. Temperatures were 68 degrees on the drive up here in full sun. So I'm looking forward, now that the sun's down, to some great hockey.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Well, the Jaguars come in hot. They got off to a tough start, a tough loss against Prior Lake in the opener, but they followed that up with two big wins over Armstrong Cooper by a count of 5-2, and then most recently over Eastview by a score of 5-3. Jason, we're sitting here above 500 for the first time in years. Feels pretty good.
Exciting beginning to the season, and it's something that we were hoping for all summer long as we were trying to predict how the season would go, and it's going exactly how we thought.
Now, we've had some new players join the team this year. We're going to try to run through these line combinations by memory. And there's been some line juggling as the season's gone on, but the last couple games we've run with a first line of Kira Abeling centering Kayla Starr and Harlow Johnson. Then backed up a second line with Carmen Melnichuk centering Allegra Kuhn and Ava Oslin. And I'm going to give you the D after I finish the forwards here. Finally, the third line, we've had Ava Trineri centering Etta Woodford and Natalie Thornburg, with Allie Moore getting a little cup of coffee up at varsity. But now you tell us about the D.
Yeah, defense is a little more familiar as it was last year. You got Krenz and Flanders starting our first line, and then Knutson and Walsh with a new player, Wheelock, for the 5 defense this year. And they've been working well together so far. I'm getting good reports from the bench that they really enjoy working together, and they're protecting the goalies as they should.
Yeah, well, speaking of goalies, in goals, Sarah Rash has gotten the start each of these first 3 games. She was relieved in the opener by Adeline Bird, who we expect to perhaps get the game tomorrow. We didn't mention, but we got back-to-back. We're 18 hours later. We're going to be back at this in St. Cloud on the way home. But expect Sarah Rash to get the start here again tonight. She's coming off a 2-game winning streak. And the team's flying. Noticeably more speed, I think, this year, Jason, than in some past years, perhaps.
And it's that good experience that we're bringing back from last year. So it's good to see that. And the players that we have brought on new are also fast out on the ice. Looks like our bench is all ready to go. We're still waiting for Brainerd to make their flashy appearance for their hometown game or their home ice game. Yeah,
so the Brainerd Warriors, they're coming in, they're undefeated with a record of 1 win and 1 tie. They've only played 2 games so far. As the lights go out here, we're going to get a little fancy introduction, it looks like. Jaguars have taken the ice, and the Warriors are about to, Jay.
We'll see what they have in store for their pregame celebration here.
Brainerd, their opening game of the year, they beat a Buffalo team, either 1-0 or 2-0, I don't quite recall. And then most recently skated to a 3-3 tie against River Lakes. That's a team that we, I believe, scrimmaged on Media Day a couple of years back. But
River Lakes, do you recall what group that is?
It's a conglomeration of central Minnesota schools, I believe, sort of around the Wilmer area, and it's like 12 or 13 schools. It's a big number, but
okay.
Wow, we got a smoke machine and everything down there. Here comes the Warriors just onto the ice. Jaguars are already lined up on the goal line, ready to be introduced. The team left early this morning, Jason. They got out of school, left around 8 or 8:30 this morning, made the trip up. And like I said, we're going to be staying here in Brainerd tonight and then making our way back to the Twin Cities tomorrow, but stopping in St. Cloud to play a game against St. Cloud.
Yeah, fast road trip. The team had a whole bunch of activities this afternoon, got a little dinner in, and then came to the ring tonight.
We're going to get the starting lineups here announced. We're going to have senior captain Sarah Rash in goal. On defense, we're going to have junior defenseman Olivia Knutson and another junior defenseman, Kalina Walsh. Up front, we've got junior Kayla Starr, new player this year, transferred over from Edina. Harlow Johnson on the other wing. She's an 8th grader for the Jags. And Kira Ablin centering that line.
And now,
what do you think the Jags need to do tonight, Jason, to keep this momentum going?
I think that early puck control is good for them, and the passing that we've seen, the nice, long, crisp, clean passes that they've been doing all season. We've seen a lot of great work in front of the offensive net, and that's what's been scoring our goals. So if they can keep that up, keep the pressure on, we'll do just fine.
Getting the Brainerd starting lineups now. We'll let that play over the PA system.
number 16, Levi Next starting at center, number 5, Ryan Head coach of the Warriors, Tony Cooper. And at this time,
we're going to have the Star Spangled Banner. We'll let that play through the microphones, come back, get you ready for puck drop. Your national anthem from the Essentia Health Sports Center, Brainerd, Minnesota. The Jefferson Jaguars will skate left to right in this, the opening stanza. Dressed in their road baby blues, the best uniforms in high school hockey. Trimmed in white and royal blue helmets and breezers. Script Jaguars diagonally across the front of their sweaters. The home team, Brainerd Little Falls Warriors, dressed in their home whites. Trimmed in royal blue helmets and breezers. The royal blue, the warrior head, I guess, on the crest of their sweaters. It's a good-looking kit. They look an awful lot like Minnetonka, Jason.
They do give a Minnetonka look to them. That similar dark blue that they have.
Jaguars, a little different warm-up this year. They didn't congregate around the net like they have so often in the past. Instead, kind of congregating at the bench. Goaltender Rash getting some final instructions from goalie coach Edgar Madsen. She'll take her place. In net to our left. We're just about set to go here. Get that line of Abelin, Starr, and Johnson up front to start. Walsh and Knutson on the back end.
We got some good experience in this starting lineup here, and Abelin's known for winning face-offs, so we'll see what happens here and get off to a good start. Crowd's charged up on both sides. We got a good showing from Bloomington.
The game is on. Puck down. Starr battling for it at the face-off dot. Puck will be pushed ahead by the Warriors. Chipped out there by Walsh, but pressuring is the Warriors shot in on goal. Bad save by Rash. Kick to the corner. Starr will pick up. She'll go behind the net for Knutson. Knutson tries to work it up through the middle. Chipped out. That'll be an icing call on the Warriors, on the Jaguars. That is. Harlow Johnson tried to get it down the boards, but on fresh ice, that was an icing call all the way.
It moved. Yep.
Jaguars will switch up the forward lines. Actually, switch all 5 players here. Got Melnichuk coming on to take this draw. Face-off held in by Brainerd, but chipped out by the Jaguars. Kuhn picks it up, looking for Austin across the way. Puck goes through one of the Warriors defenders. Austin spinning shot, goes wide. Puck will play around to the far boards. Battling there is Melnichuk. Gets it over to Kuhn. Kuhn, shot coming in. Caught and held by the Warrior goaltender. Best scoring chance of the night for the Jaguars, Jason. Looks like a pretty even start so far.
Yeah, quick release on that shot by Kuhn there. And just prior to that, Austin almost had that good shot, backhanded shot.
Melnichuk has this draw won by the Warriors. They'll take it behind their net. Forechecking is Austin. Warriors reverse it, try to come up the far side. Melnichuk there supplying the forecheck. Good shift here by the second line for the Jags. Got Krenz and Flanders out here on this. Oh, Krenz and Wheelock, that is, on this deep pair. Brainerd unable to get out, held in there by the Jaguars. Thrown. They'll go for some changes behind. Austin battling on the half wall. Tries to get it back to Krenz. Krenz will drive it back low. Jaguars changing some players from behind. On to forecheck is Thornburg on that third line. Breaking out now are the Warriors down the outside. Down that Knutson side, that is. Knutson back on. She'll pinch off the Brainerd player below the goal line. Work it up the boards here now. Carried out by Allie Moore. Go rink wide for Thornburg. She'll chip it deep. We got a third line of Trineri centering Moore and Thornburg. They've been strong early in the season, Jay.
Yes, Allie Moore is a third line player that played some JV tonight.
Oh, now around Flanders in alone. Rash comes up big and bails her out. Good save there by Sarah. Puck goes behind the goal. Picked up by Brainerd. They'll able to work it out of the Jaguars. Go for some changes. Allie Moore will pick that up. She's going to try to go wide. She's alone, though. Spin in the corner. Puck taken off her stick, but cleared out. Knutson back on it. Red line, she'll throw it low. Jaguars going for a change. Shots 2-1 here early on for the Warriors. Going to get an icing call here on Brainerd. A lot of action so far, Jay.
A lot of action. Good stop by Rash there. As mentioned, Allie Moore is a player that's been getting pulled up from JV, getting some varsity time with us.
Yeah, she and Etta Woodford have kind of been tag teaming on varsity here, but now Brainerd winning a lot of the faceoffs here early on. They get their third in a row, but Jaguars first to the puck, controlling the zone. It's Kayla Starr. Gets a bear hug from one of the Warriors. Over to Abelin. Abelin centering through the crease. Puck dribbles in. Had Harlow battling in front there. Brainerd picks it up now. Unable to clear, though. That puck stays in the corner. Abelin will backhand low. Got Starr there flying in to help. Good pressure here by the Jaguars, but now Brainerd with a little bit of room. Held in by Wheelock. Wheelock will send it low onto the Abelin stick. Abelin looking for Starr, far corner. Behind the net go the Warriors. Abelin coming out in front now. Starr on her backhand. She shoots. Puck is there. Rebound. Digging was it. Abelin almost had it. Wheelock pinches, holds. Good job there by the young defenseman. Good scoring chances there for the Jags, Jay.
We're doing a great job of keeping it in the offensive zone.
There's Kalina Walsh applying some pressure, but now here comes Brainerd ahead. Got Wheelock back. She'll throw that shot thrown wide. Picked up there by Allegra. Allegra, stretch pass, picked off. Shot. Good block there by Kalina Walsh. Deflects that shot high over goaltender Rash. Puck played out to the neutral zone. Picking it up is Jaguars are offside, so they have to tag up. Puck played back. Now Allegra through the middle to Krenz. Krenz with a little room. She'll go wide. Krenz will carry down the near board. Pull up in the corner. Pinched off by the Brainerd defenseman. Krenz retains, so to the middle. Center pass over to Austin. Austin on the doorstep. Got a very quick whistle here. Why the whistle, Jay?
I'm not sure. I was going to say maybe net got knocked off, but maybe...
No, that was
that's not the case.
Just a bad break for the Jaguars. Well, Krenz took that puck off the half wall, got it to Oslin in the slot for a good shot. The rebound was loose. We got a phantom whistle there. Bad break for the Jaguars. Another face-off win by Brainerd. They'll rim it around. That'll puck will get out. Krenz racing for it. Got to pick it up though. Beaten to the puck by the Brainerd player. Shot off Rash's shoulder. Puck bounces down. Picked up by one of the Jaguars. That's Melnichuk. She'll get it out to neutral zone. Picked up by Kuhn. Kuhn spinning through the middle for Oslin. At the end of their shift though. Played back by the Warriors. Flanders to pick up. Go up ahead to Trineri. Trineri chips it low. Brainerd will clear it ahead. Out they come. Over the neutral zone. Knutson defending that side. She'll push her wide. Takes that puck away. He'll slide it around. Picked up by the Brainerd player at the point. Brainerd on the half wall. Pass to the middle. Cleared out by Knutson, but on a stick to Brainerd. Oh, Rash makes the stop. Puck slips to the corner. Brainerd dangerous here. Kind of pinning the third line of the Jags on here. Puck loose in the middle. Chip towards the net. Knutson will clear that around to the corner. Jaguars hemmed in a little here. Best pressure for Brainerd of the night. Walsh over to Knutson. She's got some time and space. She can skate that puck out. Pass misses. Picked up at the red line. Jaguars get a couple players off, but the D pair's stuck out there. Moore up through the middle. Pass connects to Abelin. She loses it. Knutson able to get that puck out to Abelin. Pass intercepted. Abelin will pick up at the red line. She'll carry in. Got Harlow Johnson with her. Shot is blocked and goes out of the ring.
Two things I'm seeing early on with this Brainerd team is, one, they're good at the reads, so they're intercepting a lot of our passes, and two, they're not letting up. So Jefferson's got to watch out because they're coming, and they're coming full speed.
Early on here, 11 minutes to go. First period shots are 4-2 for the Warriors. Abelin has that face-off won by Brainerd, but first there is Harlow. Harlow and Abelin, two-man game in the corner, battling for it. Taken away, though, by Brainerd. They come out. They get a pass up ahead. Krenz defending. Krenz will get to that puck first. Chips it up ahead for Starr, that is. Kayla Starr down the right side. Kayla Starr, shot coming in. Glove save. Kind of flinch there by the Brainerd goalie, but puck skitters over the net. Starr back checking. Takes that puck away at center ice. Flips it over to Harlow. Harlow Johnson coming down. Makes a move to the middle. 10:20 to go here. Scoreless first period for Brainerd. Both teams playing well. This seems like a faster game than some of our other ones so far, Jay.
Yeah, this game, like I said, they're putting the pressure on. Both teams are skating hard, and this game is coming fast right away.
Brainerd now up through the middle. Knutson back on defense. Nice poke check there by Olivia Knutson. Gets it up to Allegra. Allegra for Oslin through the middle. Oslin and Melnichuk over the line. Oslin going wide. Shot coming in. Hard. Glove save by the Brainerd goalie.
Nice opportunity by Oslin for that one. Good. It started back way down in the corner with Olivia to Kuhn to Oslin, and up the ice.
Jaguars will change up their forward line. Got Abelin, Johnson, Starr line up front. Flanders and Knutson now the D pair for the Jags. There's a face-off win over to Harlow Johnson in the corner. Jaguars have had the majority of play down in the Brainerd end so far, Jay.
Yeah, it says shots 4-4. Seems fairly accurate.
Brainerd now into the circle, shot coming in. Didn't get much of the shot, trickled in. Rash caught and held, no rebound. We'll get a face-off to her left.
Well managed by our senior goalie, Rash.
Captains this year for the Jaguars, Sarah Rash in goal, Kara Krenz on defense, and Allegra Kuhn, a wing for the Jaguars. Now face-off win, out comes Ava Oslin. She's coming to the right. Got Kuhn with her, Oslin up to Walsh at the point. There's Melnichuk, but shot right into the crest of the Brainerd goalie. She'll catch and hold. Shots even, 5-5 here. Good game so far, Jay.
Good production out of this second line. They're getting a lot of the shots on goal.
Oslin's had a lot of shots tonight, and Melnichuk got that one. Oh, we got a bouncing arena tonight. You get these outstate, tip just wide there by Allegra Kuhn. These fans show up to see their team play, Jay.
It's good to see. Good to see the stands full.
That puck will just get out to the neutral zone. Kalina Walsh there sends it back briefly into the zone for the Jags. Battling there is Melnichuk. Cleared out to neutral by Brainerd. Back on it is Kylie Wheelock. She'll golf it ahead. Sent in by Brainerd, intercepted by Wheelock. Oh, turnover there at the blue line, but pass to the middle. Walsh is there to prevent that from getting any worse. Carried behind the net by Trineri. Trineri looking for Allie Moore, and Trineri chips that out. Little hip check there. No penalty called. Trineri's stunned a little bit, but she's coming back into the play. Cleared out there by Kalina Walsh. That's going to go on net off the bank shot. Forechecking is Thornburg in the corner. Thornburg with Moore. Below the goal line, got Abelin on. Picked up by Brainerd. They'll reverse. Good forecheck there by Moore. With the steal, Moore going wide. Centering pass looking in the middle for Abelin. Picked off by Brainerd. Ahead they come now. Had to look around there. Thought Thornburg might have got away with a trip. Krenz will chip that puck off a skate up to Abelin at center ice. She'll throw it low. Jaguars changing behind the play. 7:35 to go here. Good scoreless first period from Brainerd. Jaguars playing well, as are the Brainerd Warriors. Now in their defensive zone, Brainerd will reverse the other way, go below their goal line. Oh, good. Kayla Starr there making a steal. Starr fakes. She'll come around for the back one. All the way out in front. Starr, pivot, shoots. It's good save out to the point. Got Flanders there. Flanders has it in her feet. That puck came out, so she can't touch it. Now she can, though. Back is Krenz. Krenz up ahead for Abelin. Abelin over the line for Johnson. Off her stick. Picked up by Abelin. Abelin over to Krenz. Krenz, a little bit of room. Shot is blocked. Picked up by Brainerd in the far corner. Jaguars really spending a lot of time down to our right, Jay.
Very little breaks in this game. 10 minutes of play, and I think the only whistles we've got are shots on goal.
Yeah, it's been back and forth all the way now. D to D. Walsh over to Knutson. Knutson looking for Melnichuk, but doesn't connect. In with speed is Brainerd going wide. Knutson tries to get a chip on it. Oh, Brash comes up big again. Closing that door. No rebound. We'll get a face-off to her left. Well, Jay, the Brainerd has not had a lot of time in her zone, but they've had a couple really good breakaways or near breakaways in alone. Rash has come up big both times.
Good saves by Rash, but if you give Brainerd that puck, they're going to use every piece of it.
6:26 to go here. Scoreless first period. Melnichuk takes the draw. That's a face-off win over to Knutson. She'll go behind her net for Walsh. Walsh, that puck doesn't get out, though. Held in top of the circle. Walsh will clear it to the corner. Melnichuk to help. She'll chip it behind her net. Nobody home over there for the Jaguars, though. Melnichuk tries to work it ahead, but turnover picked up. Shot. Might have been going wide, but Rash, for good measure, uses that blocker. Tried to play out in front. Melnichuk behind the net, now battling. Picked up by Knutson. She's got a little bit of room. She's going to go off the boards for Oslin. Oslin's got it stuck in her skates, though. Gets it up to Allegra Kuhn. Allegra with some room. Down that right side, shot coming in. Good pad save. Both goalies playing well here, Jay.
Man, this is quite Quite the game.
1-on-3. Here comes the Brainerd defenseman. Poke checked away by Wheelock, but now taken away right out in front. Rash with the save. Puck chipped out from the corner. Rash will cover that up, and we'll get a face-off. 5:27 to go here. Back and forth action. Brainerd coming on a little bit these last couple of minutes.
Lots of good moves by Brainerd. They're getting that puck to the net quickly, and Rash is doing a great job of preventing it. We got a penalty here. Did you see that?
I did not see that. The Jaguars are going to the penalty kill here. Ava Oslin whistled for an infraction. We'll get that over the PA system. Meanwhile, the penalty kill unit for the Jaguars, it's that first unit they've gone with this year. Krenz and Flanders on the back end, Starr and Abelin up front. Behind the net is Brainerd. It's got a tripping call on Austin. Neither of us saw it, but Brainerd controlling now. High slot, shot coming in. Oh, gets past on the glove side, and Brainerd scores first. Well, that didn't take long in the power play, Jay. They struck right away. 20 seconds in, it's 1-0.
That's something we've observed is that most of the goals against us this season have come on penalties. It's costed us quite a bit going down that one player.
Not sure if Rash may have been screened on that. It looked like it went straight in from the point or from center high, but there was traffic in front. Now, as we often do after a special teams, come back with that third line. Trineri takes the face-off. She's got Moore and Thornburg with her. Knutson and Walsh on the defensive pairing here. Knutson gets it over to Thornburg. Thornburg pushes it ahead. Trineri chasing for it there. Jaguars down 1-0 here with 4:30 to go in the first. Coming down the left side, or the right side that is, Brainerd. They'll throw it deep and forecheck. Back first as well. She's got room. Stretch pass for Trineri, but she's just going for a change. Gets that tip to avoid icing. Now Brainerd with their stretch pass. Up through the middle, intercepted there by Wheelock. Wheelock over to Abelin. Abelin nicely for Harlow. Harlow shot coming in wide. Abelin on the rebound. Covered up and held by the Brainerd goalie. Good passing play there by the Jaguars.
Great rebound by Abelin on that one. It came right out the boards, right into her stick, and she got that nice shot.
Well, Harlow Johnson's got a rocket. I was getting excited there as she wound up for that shot in the high slot. That went wide, but it came off the end boards, and Abelin was there for the rebound. Now, Jaguars right out in front. Traffic there was Johnson battling for it, but possible numbers here for Brainerd. Chip around the defenseman. Jaguars going to take a penalty here. Knutson took the player, or pardon me, that's Wheelock, took the player down. She'll go to the box. Just after giving up a power play goal, Jaguars go back to the kill, Jay.
Yeah. Not a good position to be in when we're already down by one. And interference call on that one.
Yeah, Brainerd broke out with speed 3-on-2, and if Wheelock had not taken her down, she's going to probably be by her. So anyway, now setting up in the zone are Brainerd. As I mentioned, they're winning all the faceoffs here tonight. Jaguars got to get a little tougher in the dot. Now, there's Starr with the deflection, held in at the point. Shot coming in. Rash saw that one, saved to the corner. Held in by Brainerd. Over to the right side. Two-player game up front. Shot coming in. Tip doesn't get to the net. Krenz with some time and space and still send it the length of the ice. It might have been Flanders on that block. Brainerd will retreat for it.
Just clearing it out and icing it down is probably a good move for us for these penalty kills right now.
Brainerd now through the neutral zone. They'll try to gain the zone and set up. Allegra Kuhn working hard on that forecheck. Brainerd in the near corner. 3 minutes to go in the first period. Sent right out in front. Rash pushes that to her forward and cleared out by Kuhn. She'll go for a change. Forechecking is Abelin back in the D-zone. A much better penalty kill so far on this one, Jay, than we saw the first time.
Well, the other one was pretty short, 15 seconds.
Here's Flanders now. Battling in the corner, taken away by Brainerd. They'll clear it up high to the point. 44 seconds to go in this kill. Center point high for Brainerd. Left point now. Down to the elbow. Shot, bad angle shot. Rash, cover, hold, no rebound. Good job by Sarah. Jaguars needed a change, and that catch and hold will give them the opportunity. 32 seconds to go in the penalty kill. 2:27 in the period. Shots are 9-7 Brainerd, aided by 2 power plays here. Oh, Oslin nicely in the corner. She's going to try to rag some time, but Brainerd comes away with it now in the final 20 seconds of the power play shot. Short angle shot. Rash makes easy work of that one and will hold it for a face-off.
Wasn't much power on that one.
Probably looking for a rebound, I think, but none given. Jaguars changing Star back on now. Got Walsh and Knutson on the back end. Abelin and Star up front. Another face-off win for Brainerd, though, but Star, good work. She'll clear that down. Abelin hustling for it. That'll almost do it for the penalty here. Coming out of the box will be Osland in another 3 seconds. Misplayed by Brainerd. Walsh is back on it. She'll go over to Knutson. Knutson to Star. Star to Abelin over the red line. Back to Star. Puck is off her stick, though. Star with a push. Nothing called. 1:30 to go here. First period. Jaguars down 1. Wheelock with the Knutson with the hold at the line. Having trouble with the 18 and 19. Same size, similar numbers, but ahead now. 1:20 to go period. Cleared in by Brainerd. That'll go. Bounce out front. Rash will stop it. But beaten there is Brainerd with the puck. They'll go to the far corner. Out to the point.
That's an example there. Brainerd, like I said, they do not slow down. If that puck's down there, they're coming right after it.
Puck is chipped through Brainerd, gaining momentum as this period has gone on. Minute to go here. Picked up by Melnichuk behind the net. Just cleared out to center off a Warrior stick. They chip it out to neutral zone. Oslin fighting for it there. Chipped around Walsh. In comes Brainerd. Down that left side. Blocked by Knutson. Shot over the net. Jaguars running on fumes here. Right out in front. Rash covers, but they score. Puck chipped over it. A down Rash. In the last 35 seconds of period, Brainerd goes up 2-0 on their 10th shot of the night.
Rash just took pepper his shots there. She had 3 to 4 good blocks, but that last little backhand was too much.
Brainerd has been getting some odd man rushes against us, Jay. The Jaguars may have to look at that in the intermission coming up here, try to prevent that because, they haven't had, towards the end with 2 power plays, of course they had, but their opportunities have come off the rush and they've capitalized on. 20 seconds to go here. Flanders out high looking for Abelin. Abelin gets it towards the net. Cover Jaguars on the rebound. It's Johnson. Pushed just wide. Picked up by Brainerd. They'll skate it out. Jaguars got to get back here again now. And we get a whistle. Well, promising start to the game, Jay. The Jaguars led in shots early, but Brainerd came back hard, and after 1, we find ourselves down 2-0.
2-0. Shots 10 for Brainerd and 8 for Jefferson, although that seems kind of a low number with the way that these two teams have been playing back and forth. I feel like there's a lot more shots on goal than that. But I think, this team's good at making some adjustments at the intermissions here, and we'll come out and see what the second period looks like. Yeah,
we have to do a better job of staying out of the penalty box. Jaguars took 2 penalties in that period. Brainerd scored almost immediately on the first one. We killed off the second power play, but then shortly thereafter, Brainerd scored again. Jaguars not yet the beneficiary of a power play. Hopefully that'll change going forward. Any final thoughts here, Jay, before we sign off?
Nope, looking forward to a second period.
All right, we'll take a break as they resurface here. Your score after one period from Brainerd. It's the Brainerd Warriors 2. The Jaguars yet to score 2-0. You're listening to Jaguars Hockey. All right, just about set to go here for the second period from Brainerd. Jaguars in the hole here, 2-0 against the Brainerd Warriors. A good skating team. Teams will change ends for this period. Rash will move down to our right. Jaguars will skate right to left in this second stanza. But Jason, I've been impressed by these Brainerd Warriors. They move the puck and they're fast.
I'm impressed too with their speed. They've taken advantage of all the opportunities they've had, and they obviously have scored 2 goals. So Jefferson's got to make those opportunities count for them as well.
Jaguars will start this period the way they started the first. Abel in line up front. Knutson and Walsh on the back end. Puck pushed deep by the Jaguars. Starr motoring ahead for it. Causing some trouble. Gets it over to Abel, and Abel will go up to the point. Walsh there. Walsh D to D. Over to Knutson. Knutson screen in front. Tipped. Goes behind the net. Picked up by a defenseman for Brainerd. They'll skate it out. Ahead they come. They'll clear it deep. No. Oh, we are going to get an icing. I wondered if she had the red line or not. Apparently not.
It was close. They saw it.
Jaguars will change all 5 skaters. Bring out the Melnichuk, Kuhn, Oslin line up front. Krenz and Wheelock on defense. 16:32 to go here. Brainerd up to the 2-0 lead. Shots 10-8. Puck out to the point for Krenz. She'll rifle it in. Glove save. Rebound left, though. Oslin first to it for the Jags. Good face-off win. That time for the Jaguars. Been a little hard on them for some of the face-off dot prowess tonight, but a hit now comes Brainerd. Back is Krenz. Krenz. Shot deflects out a little bit. Saved by Rash to the corner. Picked up by Melnichuk. Melnichuk scooting ahead. 3-on-1 for the Jaguars now. Melnichuk had Oslin. Slows down. Melnichuk over the right side. Shoots it off the side of the net, but not quite as much as we want there out of a 3-on-1. Back to Wheelock at the point. Shot coming in. Oh, skitters wide. Good save by the Brainerd goalie. Jaguars up to double digits in shots, matching the Warriors now. Good start to this period, Jay.
Good adjustments made at the intermission, and Jefferson's definitely putting the heat on.
Third line on now for the Jaguars. Trineri first to this puck below the goal line. Chips it ahead over to Thornburg. Thornburg to a vacant point, though. Nobody home, and Jaguars will have to chase. Flanders going back on that now. Got some room. Stretch pass looking ahead for Woodford. Woodford off her stick. It'll carry him into the offensive zone. Jaguars very lucky to avoid a too many player penalty there. Played the puck before the skater was off the ice. We'll take that as a break. Now ahead 2-on-1 are Brainerd. Puck into the zone. Knutson chips it to the corner. Not out. Knutson now gets it out to the neutral ice. Battling there is Woodford. But Brainerd will collect. They'll come into the zone. Down the side, backhand shot. Weakly in on Rash. Cover and hold. Brainerd shots up to 11 now. Jaguars with a good start to the period, but nothing to show for it yet.
Nothing to show for it, but definitely showing some good initiative and getting that puck in the offensive zone. A couple good goals, or shots on goal.
Started this period, I feel like we did the first, Jay. Carrying play early on. Brainerd came on in the second. We'll see if the Jags can continue to force the issue here now. Back to Walsh, puck in her skates a little bit. Up to Johnson. Johnson held in by Brainerd. Cleared to the side by Kalina. She'll get a third chance at it. That one connects with Harlow. Now here comes Starr with speed. Starr's going to go around. Starr in alone on the break to the forehand. Loses an edge. Slides in hard to the board. Jaguars maintaining play. Kalina Walsh shot coming in. She scores from the point. Kalina Walsh gets the Jaguars on the board. It's 2-1 with 14:13 to go. Off a Starr breakaway that went wide. The Jaguars claw back. Down by 1 now, Jason.
Great shot by Walsh. A shot we saw a game or two ago. Same result on that one as well. So she's really got that dialed in nicely. She's got the right height on it and everything.
Might have been tipped by somebody in front. We'll wait for the official score call. Johnny Rash, you got a goal scorer on that one? Or
Kalina Walsh it is.
Johnny thinks it's Kalina. All right, 2-1 now. As we said, good start for the Jaguars. Played out of the rink, onto the bench there by Brainerd. We'll go back for another center ice faceoff.
Brainerd to Brainerd's bench. That's
Well, there's plenty of players there to stop the puck before it hits one of the coaches. They've got 17 skaters and 2 goalies here dressed for this varsity match. So definitely a full house for Brainerd. Now Krenz back to Flanders. They're giving the goal to Starr. Walsh will get the assist on that play now. Out in front, tipped. Batted at it was Melnichuk, but it goes wide. Jaguars continuing the pressure. Krenz will hold that puck in. She'll throw it below the goal line. All the play to our left so far in this second period. Battling there is Oslin and Kuhn, but ahead comes Brainerd with speed down the Flanders side. Oh, the back check by Oslin breaks that up at the red line. Puck right in front of the Brainerd bench. Now they'll finally golf it low. Krenz will go back on it. Behind Rash. Krenz will be intercepted there by the Warrior player. They both go down. Kuhn will dig that out, but Kuhn loses it to a Brainerd player out in front.
Players stuck together in the corner there. It looks like Krenz and number 7 from Brainerd.
Their helmet cages got interlocked. Both up and okay, but we get a whistle. Well, that was getting a little dangerous there as Brainerd had the puck in on Rash, but we got a whistle stopping play. I don't know what. Face-off win to the Jaguars. Krenz will clear that to the far corner. Brainerd first to the puck, though. Trenary and Flanders battling right through the middle. Rash will cover up and hold. Krenz battling with the Warrior player out in front. That puck kind of skittered right through all of them onto Rash, and she plopped a glove down on it.
More than prepared for it. She was ready, and not a problem.
Shots now 12-12. 12:55 to go here in the second period. Jaguars will change up all 5 skaters. Ablin on for the draw. She'll win that one. Back to Knutson. Knutson over to the far corner. Starr there. Starr, her pass hits the referee. Picked up by a Warrior player. Knutson battling back behind, but emerging with it are the Warriors. Ablin sees a Brainerd player go down right in her vicinity, but there's Walsh to pick up now. Ablin with a little bit of room. She'll come out the other side. Turned back by the Brainerd player. Good forecheck here by the Warriors. Walsh with some room. Her pass for Knutson misses. That'll be held in at the point by Brainerd, but Olivia finally able to get that puck at least out to neutral. But back in fast are the Warriors, and we get an offside call.
Good defensive zone pressure. They had a lot of pressure there in the defensive zone, but they were able to kind of keep it away from the front of the net. Not too many shots on goal there.
Yeah, best offensive pressure of the second period just now for the Warriors. They win another faceoff. They'll carry in. Shot block there by Melnichuk. She'll take that puck away, chip it a little out of Walsh's reach. Oslin in the corner there. Melnichuk will pick that puck up, work it ahead for Kuhn. Kuhn will throw it low and forecheck. 11:56 to go here in the second period. Good game from Brainerd. It's 2-1 for the Warriors. Outletting now are the Warriors. They'll get it past into the neutral zone. Picked up by Kuhn. She'll send it back for Walsh. Walsh with room. Over to Knutson. Knutson around one of the Warriors. She'll skate down the right side. Over the line with Kuhn. Knutson has her shot block, but she'll pick it up behind the net. Centering pass. Right out in front. Shot by Melnichuk. It's a good save there by the goalie for Brainerd. Puck still in the zone here. Jaguars doing some changes. Melnichuk holds that in. Pardon me, that was Wheelock on for the Jags. Puck thrown wide by Brainerd. Back on it is Krenz. Got some room. Krenz looking for a stretch pass. Indirect for Trenary. Trenary not able to get a stick on it, though, and that will go for icing. Well, we're 11 minutes to go here. Jaguars starting strong this period. That's what we talked about, Jay, that we needed to do. They've cut the lead in half, but we need one more to tie it up.
Good Definitely doing the right things and keeping the pressure on, and we've kept the shots on goal tied at 12-12.
Trineri with the face-off win for Woodford. Woodford through the middle, finds Thornburg. Thornburg, though, loses it in the neutral zone, taken away by Brainerd, right in front of the scorer's box. Battling there is Woodford. Nice little slip pass to Woodford there through the middle, but Thornburg not able to handle it. Now Wheelock's pass clips off a player. Krenzel look through the middle, tries to find Woodford, but off her stick. Played ahead now by Brainerd. They'll send it wide of Rash. Krenz back on it. Krenz will pull up, tries to slip it for Ablin. Chipped ahead by Wheelock. Jaguars get it out to neutral zone, but Brainerd will collect there and throw it wide. It should have been icing, but waved off. Brainerd back on it first. Good contact there by Wheelock. Jaguars got to get this puck out. Played low by Brainerd. Krenz back first on it. Krenz pucks in her skate up to Woodford. Woodford with some room. She'll go cross ice for Thornburg. Got to move that puck. Thornburg has it taken away. In comes Brainerd down the left side. Drop pass. Sent low. Jaguars caught up now. We had an opportunity, but got to move that puck. Brainerd into the slot. Spin shot. Rash with the save. Krenz will send that puck the length of the ice. We needed that clear for an icing.
We'll take that break. Yep.
I don't know. Is it more? It's probably more, right? Yeah.
Gotcha.
We're noticing a player on the Jaguars bench in street clothes with the helmet. We were wondering if somebody was injured, but in all likelihood, that's just Allie Moore, who played her one varsity period. She's done for the night now, sticking around to support her teammates. Now here comes Starr, below the goal line. Played ahead by Knutson. That'll just get out to the neutral zone. Battling for it is Harlow Johnson. Taken down. Jaguars will go to the power play. Harlow Johnson here drawing a penalty in the neutral zone. Let's see what this power play can do, Jason.
Yep, first of the night here. Gives Jefferson a chance to show off their power play team and good opportunity to even the score.
We got a hooking call on Brainerd. 9:12 to go, second period, about halfway through this game. Shots are 12-12 on the scoreboard. We suspect they may be undercounted by a bit. Now we got Starr, Krenz, Kuhn, Abelin, and Oslin on the PK on the power play for the Jaguars. Starr over to Kuhn. Kuhn back to Starr. Playing catch on the point. Allegra's shot tipped wide. Below is Abelin. In a battle there below the goal line. Allegra will scoop in, try to help. Minute 40. Good penalty kill here by the Brainerd player. Kuhn looking for Starr. Back to Kuhn. Starr's pass misses Krenz. Still have to go back for it. Krenz over to Starr. Minute 20 to go in this power play. Tipped ahead now, Abelin with speed down the right side. Abelin coming in on the right side to her backhand. She shoots off the post. Oh, she had a yawning cage. Picked up now. Still dangerous are the Jaguars. Tried to clear out. It gets by Krenz and it'll go the length of the ice. Rash back to set this one up. Does so nicely for Krenz. Here comes Krenz around the net. Had Oslin potentially for a stretch pass. Now it comes. Krenz up to Oslin. Oslin will gain the zone. 50 seconds to go in the power play. Good looking possession so far, but not a lot of shots. Oslin up to Flanders at the point. She'll throw one towards the net, blocked by the Warrior defenseman. It'll go to the corner. She'll rim it, and that'll get all the way out. Flanders will go back on this puck. Just 30 seconds to go here. Flanders will set up behind her net. Circling back now are some of the Jaguars. Time ticking away on this power play, though. Now they come out. Flanders to Melnichuk. Melnichuk cross ice for Harlow Johnson. Harlow has a drift off her stick, picked up by Thornburg. Nicely out to Knutson, left point. Knutson will work to the middle, or that's Flanders, pardon me. Flanders' shot hits a defenseman, and that'll clear it. Brainerd full strength. Rash plays the puck up ahead for Thornburg. but Thornburg can't. Oh, she does pick it up now. Thornburg ahead. Oh, Johnson didn't track the puck, and that'll go for an icing. Nice look there by Natalie Thornburg looking for Harlow Johnson, but Jaguars come up empty on the power play, Jay.
Come up empty, had some opportunities. Evelyn with that wonderful shot. She tried to get the backhand on there and just hit the post.
Yes, that was
wide open.
I thought we were tied up there. Nice move by Evelyn. She had the goalie down and out, just couldn't quite finish it. Now, face off to Rash's right. Ahead comes Walsh with speed. Walsh and Trineri. Walsh has her player almost beat down the outside, but intercepted now by 3 Warriors. Cleared ahead. Walsh tipped that just to the point. Starr playing some defense, covering for Kalina. That's chipped out, and Wheelock will go back for it now. Wheelock up the middle. Nobody home, though, for the Jaguars. Through a couple forecheckers. Picked up now over the line are the Warriors coming down that left side. Pull up. Shot up to the point. Deflected by Starr. Picked up by Woodford. Woodford drops it for Walsh. Walsh tries to go for Starr. Held in by Brainerd. Puck's in Walsh's feet now. She's going to just relieve the pressure, get that out to neutral zone. Jaguars forechecking here. Good step up there by Wheelock. Warrior player down at the red line. Puck ahead now. They'll send it low. Rash behind to set that up. Flanders looking for a stretch pass. It's a little too far for Melnichuk. No icing, though. They say touched by a Warrior. 5:36 to go. Jason, you mentioned in the first period not a lot of whistles. That's carried over to the second.
Same thing. We're only seeing the 1 penalty, and then just shots on goal is the only thing that's stopping that clock.
Oslin in the near corner now. She's got Abelin out in front. Oslin interskates. Abelin clears to the corner, up to Krenz at the point. Krenz shot coming in. Oh, off the post! It's waved off. The net came off. Krenz off the post. Came out in front. Jaguars put the puck in the net, but the net had come off the moorings. What a bad break. Jaguars up to a 3-shot lead here. Now 15-12. What a bad break for the Jags, Jay. That
was, if anything, I'd say that deflected shot that hit the post there might have been the thing that knocked it off the moorings there.
Well, we've seen, going back to the JV game, a lot of posts being knocked off their moorings. Not so much on this end of the ice, but too many times on the other. And wow, what a bad break for the Jaguars. All right, but they've dominated this period now. Leading shots, Carmen Melnichuk on the doorstep. Puck, it lands on top of the net again. The Jaguars so dangerous, Jason. Was that Austin with the rebound shot?
Austin with the rebound, and it bounced out the top of the top bar. I think there's a force field around that net because it's not letting our pucks go in.
All Jaguars this second period. They've cut the lead to 1. We thought they had it tied up, but got to keep it up now. Face-off win out to Krenz at the point. Shot coming in. Rebound.
Another great opportunity by Jefferson.
Good face-off win. Jaguars starting to get some of those face-off wins now. Cleared in there by Melnichuk. Or pardon me, that was Flanders. Brainerd scrambling a little bit here. Jaguars got them on their heels. Melnichuk on the forecheck. All the plays down to our left here this second period. Cleared around here. Krenz big pinch from the corner, but chipped by her. There's Melnichuk to help her out. Brainerd just trying to get out of the zone. Running on fumes here. 4:30 to go, second period. Held in nicely there at the point by Abel and sent low. Kuhn forechecking there for the Jags. Brainerd chips it ahead just past Starr. It'll get out to neutral now. Ahead comes Brainerd. Back checking is Walsh. Krenz back on D. Brainerd will play it below the goal line. 4 minutes to go here. A well-played second period. 2 evenly matched teams, Jason. Right out in front. Puck will go to the near boards. Brainerd. Jaguars got some skaters that have been on a long time, Jay. We could use a clear, even if it's an icing. Brainerd coming behind the net. Spin and shoot. Rash with the save. Picked up by Allegra. She'll be able to skate this out, and she's going to just take that icing. Well, Rash has not seen much action this period, but she was ready with a quick stop on that one, Jason, to keep us down 1.
Yep, and if you see, we got the go-ahead on the shots on goal now. And like we mentioned, Jefferson's been dominating the second period. giving Rash a little bit of a break back here in the defensive zone.
Yeah, they didn't even give that save to Rash, though. That she at least has 13 at this point. Now, face off to her right, win by Trineri. Trineri won it so cleanly that it went right in on Rash. That will not be a shot because it was our own player, but the face-off wins are starting to come now, Jay. Trineri again, face-off win, but clears it out to the point, held in. Glove down by Trineri. Tries to get it over to Woodford, but Knutson has it. Knutson bats it up to Woodford. Puck's in the skate, played low by Brainerd. Brainerd now centering pass. There's Walsh to cut that off. Third line on for the Jaguars. Woodford and Walsh battling on the half wall here. Brainerd emerges with the puck, but taken away by Woodford. Nice work by Etta. Gets it out to the neutral zone. Carried back in by Brainerd, but they got a player offside. Slow to clear the zone. 2:59 to go here, third period. What, Jason, your impressions of this second?
It's all Jefferson. We've been getting those shots. We just missed two great opportunities where that puck should have been in the net. It wasn't for technicalities, but definitely good. We got 3 minutes left to do some more damage here.
Puck cleared in, batted out by a Wheelock skate, but it will go back deep. Wheelock to Krenz. Krenz, puck a little out of her reach, picked up by Brainerd now. Both defensemen for the Jaguars battling for it. Starr joins in. Wheelock will be there first. She'll work it up ahead, just out of Kuhn's reach. Pardon me, that's Johnson. Krenz back for it now. She's got a little bit of room. Her pass intercepted, though. Heavy forecheck now by Brainerd. Krenz gets it up to Starr. Here comes Starr turning on the Jets. Kayla down the right side with Abelin with her Starr shot coming in. Rebound was there. Starr chips up. Shot to the corner. Battling there is Abelin out to the point. Wheelock. Wheelock will go back to Abelin on the half wall. Over to Flanders with some room. Flanders shot tipped in front to the back wall. Johnson battling for it there. All Jaguars up to a 6-shot lead now. Puck out to the point. Picked up by, just past Abelin's reach. Jaguars got to hustle back for it. Flanders on her horse. She'll get there first. Flanders and Wheelock, the deep pair as we go under 2 minutes here in the second period. Nice spin by Vea. Up to Harlow Johnson. She'll just get the tip and send it low. Jaguars making some changes behind the play.
Abelin looks like she's getting a needed break there on the bench.
Oslin in the battle, down to our left. Oslin trying to get it to Melnichuk. Minute 20 to go here. Second period. Out to the point. That's Kuno off of Flanders' stick now. Overskated by one of the Warriors. Could have been dangerous. Ahead they come. Tracking back for it is Knutson. She'll go behind her net. Pass intercepted though. Turnover here to the middle. Puck shot in. Knutson clears it out. Looking for Kuhn. That'll get to the neutral zone. Allegra down the left side. Allegra's alone. Puck off the side of the net. 40 seconds to go here. Oslin in the corner. Jaguars looking for that equalizer. Kuhn in the middle. Puck out to the point. Knutson down the middle with some room. Shot intercepted by Brainerd, and they chip it out. Now Paulina Walsh streaking back for it. Dying seconds of period. Jaguars got to get control of that puck and exit the zone. That'll be Starr. Ahead she comes. She's got Harlow up ahead, but Starr's taking this one herself to the middle. Kayla Starr all the way in. Gets in tight, gets a shot. Caught and held. Jaguars with their 20th shot of the night, Jason. Looking good.
Good goaltending on both sides. This Brainerd goalie has definitely seen, Brainerd Little Falls goalie has definitely seen some great shots by the Jefferson Jaguars.
Maybe that was just our 19th, but either way, she's stopped 18 of the 19 shots she's faced. Jaguars another face-off win. Walsh has it. Walsh with some room. She'll take that space. Shot coming in. Heard that hit the pillow. Cleared out by Brainerd. Held in briefly by Walsh, but now numbers. Ahead for Brainerd. 2-on-1. Krenz back. Shot is tipped. I don't know if it was tipped by Krenz, maybe Walsh, but that trickled in on Rask. Little tricky, though, like a knuckleball. She caught it. Just 2 seconds left.
I don't know if that's a hand pass to a goalie.
Well, in the D zone, it's legit. They did credit Sarah with a save there, so at least we know they haven't totally fallen asleep. And that is the end of the period. Well, Jay, I'm going to say that was one of our better periods of the season. We only got one goal out of it, but we didn't give up any, and we should have had a second if not for a phantom net being pushed off its moors.
Yeah. I mean, this is our fourth game of the season, and I would say by far it's our best game. We do have 2 wins on the season, but this game, good matchup with Brainerd, Little Falls. But we're passing well. We got a lot of good speed. We're getting in front of the net, and we've had a lot of great shots. It's just great goaltending.
Well, you feel like the Jaguars have momentum at this point. We'll hope that they can carry that into the third period. Your score after 2. It's the Brainerd Warriors 2, the Jefferson Jaguars 1. Jaguars leading in shots 19-13. At least that's what the scoreboard shows. Probably both sides have more shots than that, but we don't. We could probably get a shot count from Ryan Kuhn. All week we're up at a high perch up here in Brainerd, kind of by ourselves. It's kind of nice up here actually, but 2-1 after 1 comeback. They're going to resurface here. Before we go, though, let's talk about tomorrow, Jay. We're going to be in St. Cloud. Is it a noon JV start time? Getting the head nod from Johnny Resch.
Yep.
Noon for JV. We'll have that on our channel. And then the varsity goes at 2 o'clock tomorrow. So not a lot of rest in between. Boy, it'd be nice to get a win here tonight.
Nice to go, end this night with a win and then head down to St. Cloud. You did mention we're on a road trip here, something we do each fall. Last year we hosted a couple teams. The year before that we were in Duluth, if you've been with us for a while. But it's just good to get out in the state here and play some teams we don't normally encounter. And the team really has a good time with these road trips. So 2 quick games in a row here, and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, shout out to Lenny Schmitz at Big. The hot dog prices in Brainerd at the rink are $3. See what you can do about that. All right. Well, with that, we'll take a break here from Brainerd. Come back with us in about 10 minutes for the third period. You're listening to Jaguars Hockey. All right, just about set to go here in the third period from Brainerd. The Jaguars find themselves trailing 2-1 after a comeback in the second period that saw them cut the lead to 1. We thought briefly we had it tied because the puck was in the back of the net, but the refs waved it off as no goal because the puck had come off its pegs. Jaguars are looking, but Jason, one thing, what did we notice about that second period? Jaguars stayed out of the penalty box, had a much better period.
That really paid off. I mean, we have a lot to talk about in the first two periods. The first period was pretty evenly matched back and forth. Second period was definitely dominated by Jefferson. Still looking for that tying goal, and we're going to see what we can do here in the third period.
Jaguars will skate left to right in this, the third period. Abelin to take that draw. Johnson and Starr on her wings. Starr picks that puck up going wide. Kayla will stop in the corner, loses it to Brainerd. Brainerd will chip it ahead, but intercepted by Starr. Harlow Johnson back on it, drops it for Starr. Starr coming in high with knocks over, shot from the corner by Walsh. Tricky little one there. That'll be their 20th of the night for Jefferson. Kalina's been getting some shots off tonight, Jay, and one of them resulted in the goal.
We've seen that from Walsh. Walsh carrying the puck up a couple times, and she's been having a good game tonight.
Well, good first shift for the Jaguars. All in the offensive zone. They'll change out all 5. Get the Melnichuk line on here. Krenz and Wheelock on defense. Face off to the goaltender's left. 16-20. Why is the clock running? All right. Awesome with the puck. Moves it to center. Backhanded Kuhn. Shot and scored. Jaguars peppering that Brainerd goalie with shots. Will get another face-off. Keep this up. One's bound to go in, right?
Yeah. Jefferson's out here to get that tying goal, and Brainerd's out here to protect it.
Melnichuk on that draw, leaning in for the Jaguars. She'll win it. Back to Austin. Austin to the middle, but runs into traffic and able to clear is Brainerd. Rash is going to have to play this puck. It's on net. A little indecisive there. We get a whistle. She did not cover it, but the refs blow the whistle anyway. We'll get a face-off to her left. Melnichuk will take the draw. Got Kuhn and now picked up by Kuhn. She'll come out of the zone. Kuhn with Oslin over the line. Kuhn going wide. The backhand centering off a skate. Picked up by Kuhn. She'll go behind the net. Kuhn tries to get it to Krenz. Krenz back to Kuhn, but off her stick, and Brainerd will rim the puck around. Well, getting there to hold that play in is Wheelock at the point. Melnichuk in the corner. Icing the puck is Brainerd. They had one rush, but we're going to get an icing here. A couple players falling down. Here's some squawking behind the play. Not sure what happened there.
I was looking down to see if the icing, but a little something in front of the bench there. I'm not sure if it involved a Jefferson player or not, but
Coach Mark Johnson sporting the vest that he's worn for each of the Jaguars games. Different look this year. Pretty dressed up on the bench. Now we got a face-off win by Jefferson again, getting much better as the game goes on there. Third line on for the Jaguars. Trineri with that win. She and Thornburg battling below the net. Got Woodford out in the crease trying to get some space, but Brainerd takes that puck away. They'll clear the puck ahead. We may get yet another icing on Brainerd, Jay.
I think that was a missed pass opportunity that turned into an icing. But that's something that Jefferson has to be careful for there. Again, Faye was going back for that, and Brainerd was right on her heels.
Get our third or fourth face-off in a row in this right wing circle here to the goalie's left. Trineri on this one. She wins another one. Trineri to Flanders at the point shot. Coming in wide. Saved by the goalie with a stick up into the netting. Well, Jaguars are really piling up that shot advantage now, Jason. Up to about 9 now. And we just keep winning face-offs. They make such a big difference. And the Jaguars are getting chances here, but we got to break through.
Unlike the first two periods, this period has been full of whistles, so first 2 minutes of the game.
Trineri, another face-off win to Knutson at the point, shot wide. Pinching is Flanders, but that puck will get by her. Knutsen's got to race back. although we may get another icing. And we do. Man, is that 5 already this period?
Yeah. This has been a long 2 minutes.
The only play at all that's been to our left has been a puck that trickled in on Rash, where we did get an early whistle for a faceoff. But we're 3 minutes into this period. We've been to our right. Now we got the top line out for the Jaguars. Abelin leaning in. Gets it over to Star. Star to the middle. Oh, pass misses for Wheelock and carried ahead our Brainerd, but they're offside. Good play there by Kalina Walsh. That pass from Kayla just a little didn't quite connect, looking for Wheelock. Now Walsh here plays it up ahead. Chipped there by Star. Star to Abelin. Abelin will go back to Wheelock in her zone. Wheelock will spin around, get it up to Star. Star chips that one out of play, and we'll get a neutral zone face-off here. Yeah, we're getting plenty of face-off practice in this period, Jay.
Yep.
Quite a contrast to the first two.
Still good hustle by Jefferson, keeping the pressure on, keeping it in the offensive zone.
Abelin, Johnson, Star for the Jaguars up front. Krenz and Flanders on the back end. This one won by Brainerd. They'll go to the sent through the crease there by one of the Brainerd players. Puck played below the goal line. Try to centering pass out in front. That goes on Rash. She's alert to cover that up. Brainerd centering the puck out in front, and looked like that may have been kicked towards Sarah, but she covered it up.
She got it, yeah. Kind of it looked like that Brainerd player was going to go around the back of the net, and at the last second she moved in to the front.
Face off to Rash's right. Got Melnichuk taking it for the Jags. Win it back for Flanders, but she's had her stick hold, and Vea is going to draw a penalty. We got a delayed call coming up on here on Brainerd for holding the stick. Jaguars to the power play. Well, that's a break for Jefferson, Jason. I think Flanders made sure the refs saw that, but her stick was being held. She could not get to the puck, and now we're going to see if we can get this thing tied up.
Yep. Here we go, offensive zone, face-off.
Top power play unit out there for the Jaguars. Krenz and Star on defense. Abelin, Oslin, Kuhn up front. Abelin not having the face-off prowess that Trineri has here. Rash will set that up for Star behind the net. It was cleared down by the Warriors after, but the pass misses here, and Brainerd intercepts. Jaguars will have to set up again. Star will start that puck out. She'll skate it ahead now. Kayla Star turns it over, and Brainerd will fire that puck down the ice. Not a good start to this power play. You're already 30 seconds into it. Back on it now is Abelin. She'll work it out, but that pass is behind Star and cleared again by Brainerd. Jaguars got to get this figured out here. Krenz now will set up. There's the first pass out, Abelin. There's the second pass. Now we're going. Star through the middle, finds Kuhn. Kuhn over the line. Drop pass for Abelin. Her shot deflected. It'll go to the corner. Star there first. Kayla with it. She'll throw it behind the net, but nobody there for the Jaguars. Now Abelin, but she's outmanned and cleared by Brainerd. Maybe not the best decision when you had someone open at the point to fire that back in traffic. Now Krenz's pass under the stick of Abelin and cleared again by Brainerd. We're down to 40 seconds here in this penalty.
Jefferson just hasn't been able to get set up in the offensive zone with this penalty.
Brainerd now tracking to the puck, front of the net. Rash with the save, covers up. Jags needed a change. 30 seconds to go here in the power play. Jaguars will get fresh bodies out. Face off in the D zone. Power play unit of Melnichuk, Flanders, Knutson, Thornburg, and Johnson for the Jaguars. Melnichuk loses the face-off, and Brainerd will send it down. Jaguars may want to think about having Trineri take more face-offs. I can't remember one she's lost tonight. Nope. Jason, now Flanders will carry this low, try to get set up here for the Jags. Flanders holding on the half wall, drops it for Johnson. Johnson wrist shot right into the Warrior player, though. Johnson maybe got away with the trip there. Jaguars concede that as the penalty expires now, and Flanders at the red line, loses it, ahead now or Brainerd. Oh, got a little lucky there, puck off the stick, but Warriors with the steal. Shot comes in on Rash, she'll cover it up. Didn't get all she wanted on it. Jaguars are battling against the Warrior players there, but overall a disappointing power play, I hate to say.
Just to not capitalize on that like we were hoping to.
I think Brainerd had more shots on that power play than we did.
Yeah. We just couldn't get set up and get good control of that puck.
Trineri now with it. Picked up by Wheelock. Wheelock will skate it ahead. Works it over to Woodford. Woodford will throw it deep. First on it, though, are Brainerd. Woodford loses an edge. Brainerd exits the zone. They'll skate into the neutral zone. Trineri playing defense. Thrown deep by the Warriors. They're staked to a 2-1 lead here. Got a little over 11 minutes to go. Stretch pass up to Thornburg. Oh, she had a little room, but she was at the end of her shift, so she'll just throw it deep. Woodford still forechecking here, though. Causing havoc. Carried out by Brainerd now. Over the red line. Pull up at the circle. Thrown towards the front of the net. Picked up there by Melnichuk. She'll work it up to Oslin. Oslin's got some room. Cross ice for Woodford. Woodford going wide. She'll throw it deep and go for a change. Oslin and Melnichuk in the near corner. Brainerd there first. 10:45 to go here. Jaguars still trailing by 1. Turnover. Oslin on her forehand. Fires it right into the chest of the Brainerd goalie. Krenz will pick this up. Krenz will work it low. Behind the net, but too many Warriors there. 3 of them behind the net. Now Allegra looking for the steal. Melnichuk will get to this puck first. Good pressure here by the Jaguars. Picking it up is Allegra. She'll wrist shot. Rebound there. Leave a crease. Oslin and a glorious chance. But it goes wide. What a save by this Brainerd goalie, Jason. She's faced 24 shots. Only let 1 in. Coons with her arms up. Now Flanders with some room. Shot coming in. Nobody in front, though. And held and covered up. Well, good pressure. Thought we were going to score, but goalie coming up big for the Warriors.
More great opportunities. If Jefferson can keep this up for the next 10 minutes and 3 seconds, I think we'll see some really good results. That
was a good shift, though, coming back by that line for the Jaguars after a disappointing power play. Now face-off win. Shot coming in by Knutson goes wide. Walsh will pinch to hold that in, but intercepted by Brainerd. Now ahead, 1-on-1. Knutson back for the Jaguars. Joining is another Warrior, though. Oh, off Knutson's skate. Good play there by Olivia. Picked up by Starr. She's tripped. We got a penalty coming against the Warriors. Kayla Starr draws that penalty. Stick got into her skates, and Jaguars will go for another power play, Jay.
All right, another great opportunity here. No doubt they'll get set up. We'll see if they put Starr back out there for this to get this penalty power play started.
9:43 to go here in the third period. Brainerd still up 2-1. First power play unit coming out for the Jag. Shots are 25-15 for Jefferson. Need a face-off win here. Evelyn digging in. She wins that one to Oslin. Oslin to Krenz at the point. Krenz up to Starr. Starr to Krenz. Krenz. Cross ice over to Kuhn. Kuhn up to Starr at the point, but she loses it and will have to reset here at center ice. Jaguars just over the line now is Kuhn. Jaguars, or is Starr. Jaguars setting up Kuhn. Over to Starr, back to Kuhn. Kuhn over to Oslin on this side now. Oslin up to Krenz. Krenz to Starr. Over to Krenz. Krenz looking for Oslin in the middle off a skate to Evelyn. Evelyn up to Krenz. Krenz to Starr at the point. Starr with some room. Shot off the shin pad to the corner. Cleared in, held in by Krenz at the line. Krenz looking for Oslin, but that's to the corner. A minute to go in this power play. Krenz below the goal line. Out to Starr at the point. Starr with some room. Over to Kuhn on the far side. Oh, intercepted. Looking for Krenz there. And able to be cleared out by Brainerd. Kuhn back on it now. Kuhn ahead, but turns that puck over and played with a high stick there by Evelyn. Touched by Brainerd, though, so no whistle. Picked up by Flanders. Jaguars making changes. Second power play unit on. Flanders coming down the left side. 30 seconds to go in the power play. Jaguars looking for the equalizer. Thornburg picks up behind the net. She's coming around to the front. Thornburg out to Knutson at the right point. Knutson holding. Over to Flanders. Flanders' shot is intercepted, and that'll be cleared by Brainerd. 15 seconds to go. Knutson back for maybe one more opportunity. Pass ahead, but Harlow off her stick, and that'll be cleared by Brainerd. Knutson will carry into the zone. Down the right side. Penalty is over. Brainerd full street. Knutson out to an empty point. Cleared ahead by Brainerd. That should be icing. And we'll get an icing. 7:33 to go here, Jay. 2 power play chances for the Jaguars. That one was better.
Much better.
But still not able to even it up.
We didn't get a lot of shots on goal on that power play, but we did control the puck much better. I don't think we've seen any activity down on our end for that 2 minutes, but just not able to get any good, meaningful shots out.
Abelin line out here. Wheelock and Walsh on defense for the Jags. Harlow tips that behind the net. Brainerd attempting to come out. They've just not been able to exit their zone these last 2 periods, Jay. Jaguars really doing the best forecheck I've ever seen us have against what's a really good Brainerd team. Now they'll work it deep. Back on it is Wheelock. She'll go behind the net. Up to Walsh. Walsh up to Starr. Starr through the middle. Gets to Abelin. Abelin comes ahead now. Got Johnson with her. Abelin over the line. Starr trailing. Taken off the puck there by a good defensive play by the Warriors. They'll work it over. Kuhn will work that towards the middle. We're down under 7 minutes to go here. Pinched by Walsh, but unsuccessful. Jaguars got to clear the zone, but Abelin was a little slow to get out, and Starr carried in offsides.
Just a step there, but yeah, Starr is ready to go back in.
Rash looking a little lonely down to our left. All the play to our right, but the Jaguars got to tie this up. Get this thing to overtime at a minimum. 6:43 to go here. Trenary been great in the dot tonight. She wins another one. Woodford clears that back to Flanders. Flanders a little too far for Woodford. Cleared out by, oh, here comes Brainerd with numbers. 2-on-1. Shot coming in. Rash the save with the rebound. She stops the follow-up too. Sarah Rash coming up big on yet. We had a couple of those odd man rushes early on, Jay. Jaguars cleaned that up in the second, but we had a pinch on the right side, left a 2-on-1, and they curiously took a shot. Rash made that first save. There was a rebound there, but she covered it up.
Yeah, they had Krenz right in front of them, and they did have an open player, but they did not take that opportunity.
Jaguars face-off win. Flanders gets that to Trenary. Trenary, excellent job in the face-off dot. Can't emphasize that enough tonight. Woodford gets it up to Thornburg. 6 minutes to go here now. Picked up by Woodford. Woodford with room. On her forehead, she's decked. Where's the penalty call? Woodford shoulder down. No call. Picked up by Brainerd, and they're going to ice this puck. I think that player was trying to put that on net, but she missed, and we'll get what's got to be like the 8th or 9th icing on Brainerd this period, Jay.
Yeah, we started with like 5 or 6 in that first 2 minutes of the game, or the third period, and they continue to ice the puck, which is a good sign that Jefferson is really putting the pressure on them, giving them no other option.
Melnichuk face-off win. Shot. Kuhn coming in just wide. Pinching there is Walsh. She'll throw it deep, but Brainerd to it first. Oslin applying the forecheck. Brainerd really struggling to exit their zone here. Oslin and Kuhn forechecking for the Jaguars. Played this side. Knutson's there. She'll send it towards the net. Tipped in front. Ducked there is Melnichuk. Brainerd gets the puck now. They'll be able to exit this out. Skate it through. Intercepted by Melnichuk. Puck off a skate. Played ahead. Walsh nicely plays that one now. Oh, Kuhn almost on a break. Picked up by Brainerd. They'll enter the zone. Down the left side. Going wide. Walsh applying the resistance there for the Jaguars. Puck coming out this way. Played to a point. Shot coming in. Oh, Rash. Body save. She'll catch and hold. Traffic out in front. Jaguars defenseman battling. But that shot came from the dot, and Rash caught it kind of off her chest, and she caught it with the glove.
That puck was dangerous. That thing was bouncing all over. It was getting deflected, but Rash tracked it just fine.
5:06 to go here, third period. Jaguars looking for the equalizer, down 2-1 in Brainerd. Face off to Rash's left. Abelin on it. She'll win that one back. Wheelock over to Krenz. Krenz makes one miss. Comes out on Harlow Johnson. Stick through the middle. Johnson to Abelin. Backhand over to Starr with speed. Starr going wide. Starr to the middle. Puck taken off her stick. Brainerd intercepts. They know that Starr's dangerous now. Coming down the left side. That pass misses. Wheelock will track back for it. Chips it out of the zone. Brainerd's offside. Krenz will carry ahead. A little bit of room. Krenz going wide. Pull up at the line. Got an offside call at the line, it looks like. 4:32 to go here, still 2-1.
I think Johnson tried to hold off when she knew Krenz was down on the offensive zone, but got the whistle.
Trineri in on the dot for the Jaguars. This one won by Brainerd, back in their zone. Jaguars playing the forecheck. Oh, thought Thornburg was going to be able to hold that in. Back on it is Wheelock. I didn't know if the Jaguars were getting a penalty call there or if they thought it might be icing. Krenz up to Woodford. Woodford's pass misses. She'll get another chance for it, though, in this high slot. Krenz tips it to the corner. Thornburg there. Oh, why are we retreating? Thornburg will go behind her net. Over to Krenz. Krenz with a little bit of room. She'll just get it out to relieve the pressure. Got to get that third line off here for the Jaguars. Thrown in on Rash. She'll move it up to Wheelock. Wheelock with some room. They're looking for Kuhn on the break, but that'll go for what'll be the first icing call of the period on the Jaguars, Jay.
Yeah, she was trying to connect with Kuhn, and she was trying to get there, but just a little bit behind the puck. Wasn't able to get a stick on it.
3:40 to go here. Jaguars still trailing 2-1. Brainerd inching closer on the shots now, 26-18 for the Jaguars. Brainerd wins this face-off. Played ahead by Kuhn, 2-on-1. Awesome and Kuhn. Thought that could have been a hand pass. Here comes Awesome. Shot off the goalie. Brainerd goalie coming up big again. Held in at the line by Knutson. She'll throw it towards the middle, get some traffic. Melnichuk with the shot. Puck played out to the line. Flanders on her backhand. She'll bat it deep. Jaguars approaching 30 shots here. Held in by Flanders. Flanders, weak little shot in, and that'll be caught and held. The 28th of the night for the Jags. 3:05 to go. But we are really getting pressure.
Kind of like the second period, you're seeing it all Jefferson on pressure, but that one goal we need is still elusive. Now we got a timeout on the bench.
Timeout, Wilmington Jefferson.
Jags are going to take a timeout here a little early, but Coach Johnson looking calm on the bench. You got some players sitting on the board, some standing, some on the bench. Goalie coach Edgar Matson talking to Sarah, say, hey, stick with it. You've had, since that first period, you've been clean. Haven't had a ton of shots since that first period, but she's had difficult ones and has come up big when we needed her to.
Yeah, she's had a big night. There's been a barrage of shots on her, and she's stayed calm over there in the goal, and she's done as well.
But, just like the second period, the Jaguars are staying out of the penalty box, and look how much more success we're having when we do that. When you stay out of the penalty box, you can roll three lines, and we've seen our third line have a lot of pressure tonight, and that's so important just to keep the stamina up across all the lines. And really outside of that first period where Brainerd was taking it to us, we've really kind of carried play for a lot of this game.
Yeah, definitely our best looking game of the season, fourth game in.
Both teams winding up this timeout. Rash back in net. We'll look for her to be called soon, especially if the Jaguars can continue this heavy pressure in the offensive zone. But for now, she stays put in her net. Jaguars will send out the Abelin line up front. Flanders and Olivia Knutson on defense. Starr going to take this face-off. Won by Brainerd, but Starr back in to engage in the corner. There's a scrum. Comes out to Knutson out in front. Knutson to the front. Had a screen in front, but that shot got all the way through and covered up. Ablin with a late stab at the goalie. That's dangerous. We've seen that called for unsportsmanlike conduct before, but looks like we avoided a penalty so far. Star will get another chance in the dot. She loses again, though. Picked up by Brainerd. They'll rim it. We'll see if Flanders can hold that in. She will. Weak shot to the middle, though. Intercepted by Brainerd, and out they come. One-on-one. Olivia Knutson defending. Player going to her backhand. Going wide. Knutson stick checks that puck away to the corner. Battling there. Down to 2:30 to go here. Jaguars will want to get Rash off soon. Puck out to the neutral zone, though. They can't do it yet because Brainerd has possession. They'll throw it deep. Flanders tips that puck. Puck on the half wall. We're 2:20 to go. Jaguars need one to tie this up. Brainerd wins that puck battle. Centering right out in front. Where is it? In the crease. I think Rash got a piece of that. Out comes Star with speed. Got to get Rash to the net now. 2 minutes to go. Star coming in. Shot over the net. She stays on. Not called yet by the coach. Held in there by Wheelock. Down is... Oh! Shot to the back of the head on Ablin. Ahead comes Brainerd now. One-on-one. Shot blocked by Walsh. That was a punch to the back of the head by Ablin. The refs didn't see it. Really got to... Oh, Brainerd intercepts now. Coming in. Shot blocked by Walsh. Jaguars can't get control of the puck here to get the zone exit they need. 1:35 to go here. Brainerd holds it in. Back behind the net. Walsh will track back. Jaguars need some changes. Need to get this puck out of the zone. Walsh or Star will just bat that puck out, but golfed back in by Jefferson, and Walsh will ice this puck. Well, time slipping away here, Jason.
Yeah.
Just down to 1:11.
1:11 left on the clock. Jefferson's dominating the shots on goal, but Brainerd's been able to stop everything that we've given them this third period.
Got to win this faceoff. Got to get out of the zone and got to get Rash to the bench for the extra attacker. Instead, Brainerd wins the faceoff. Rash to the save. Knocks it to the corner. Flanders behind the net. Got to help her out. Here comes Melnichuk now. Rash to the bench. Puck ahead to Kuhn. Extra skater on for the Jaguars. Minute to go here. Battling is Kuhn in the corner. Austin behind the net. Melnichuk with it. Out to Krenz at the point. Instead picked up by Star. Star to the middle. Backhand shot. Just goes wide. Austin digging to get there. Austin steals it. No. Over to Star. Star to Krenz. Krenz with some room. To the front. Shot hits a body in front. Krenz will pick it up. Back to the corner. Cleared out by Brainerd. Empty net at the other end. Step up. Flanders. Good back check there by Melnichuk. Flanders picks it up. Jaguars 20 seconds to go. He'll dump it deep. Got a forecheck now. Brainerd back on the puck. Clear it around. Melnichuk. Oh, she overskated it. And Brainerd now comes out. They shoot and they hit the empty net with 7 seconds to go. Well, Jaguars had the puck in the offensive zone, but they just couldn't really get any quality shots, Jason.
They never really kind of gained control of the zone. They had the 6 skaters out there, but Brainerd was not going to let them get anything organized.
That'll ice this one for Brainerd Little Falls. They get their 3rd goal of the game on an empty netter. They'll take the victory tonight on really a well-played game by the Jaguars, I think, Jason. A lot of encouraging signs in a game like this, but we just come up on the short end.
Come on, it wasn't for lack of effort. Like you said, the shots on goal show that, and we had a lot of good plays, good face-off wins. They made the good changes for the 2nd and 3rd period and really dominated them, but just weren't able to get that goal they needed so bad.
Jaguars, with that, will run their record to 2-2 on the year now. 2 wins, 2 losses. Wins against Eastview and Armstrong Cooper. Losses here tonight to Brainerd and then in the opener to Prior Lake. Tomorrow afternoon, we will be with you on our YouTube channel from St. Cloud. We'll have the JV game at noon. We will have the varsity game at 2 o'clock. And then after that, we'll head back to the Twin Cities. But I like this tradition, Jason. We've seen more of that this year. Almost the full teams congregating at center ice here. Good show of sportsmanship by both teams.
Yeah, it is something that just kind of evolved from the players themselves. They all come together, and it seems widely accepted across a lot of the teams that we play.
Well, like we said, good effort by the Jaguars tonight. Sarah Rash played well in net. The Brainerd, they had some odd man rushes that they ended up capitalizing on. And then with an empty netter at the end, made the score look a little, it was much closer than it seemed, or what the final score would indicate, I should say. And as we've been mentioning all night, those final shot totals of 28 and 20, low on both sides, I would say. Certainly on the shot count for Brainerd, that's a low number. That's lower than what the actual number was. But again, a good effort here by the Jaguars. A lot of positives come out of this game.
Yep. We appreciate you guys listening to the channel, and from Brainerd, have a good night. We'll see you at noon tomorrow.
Yeah, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please hit that subscribe button. Share the games across platforms. We appreciate the support. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon at noon from St. Cloud. Your final score from Brainerd, it's the Brainerd Little Falls Warriors 3, the Jefferson Jaguars 1. You've been listening to Jaguars Hockey.